our previous turn, we discussed as to how Prospero was considering that his purpose was all solved. When Ariel informed Prospero that Ariel was feeling really pitiable for those creatures who are actually suffering because of the tempest, what Prospero spoke up. He said that he also possesses the same soul. He said that he also possesses the same heart, that he is also having the same human nature to feel pity about. He is also having the same taste of suffering as Ariel possesses. He says that although he was greatly stung by those people in such a manner, like to the most sensitive part of nature, that is, those people also hurted Mirinda. But still, those cruel injuries, they have not shattered him to that an extent that he shall be shunning up the way to reconciliation. He said that still he shall be taking side of the nobler part of the nature. What is the nobler part of the nature? Action shows itself more noble in being virtuous than in being revengeful. He followed the path to reconciliation, and he says that if he wants to be noble, he will have to be more virtuous, and he shall have to follow the path of reconciliation. According to Prospero, if they are repentant, then his purpose of project is fulfilled. He instructed Ariel to release them and was ready to break all the charms, restore them their senses so that they may go to themselves. The further speech of gratification when Ariel said that he shall be fetching them. Here, Prospero gives his famous speech of gratification. Some of the critics believe that we see the glimpse of, Shakespeare and Prospero. We all know that this Tempest is one of the few last plays of Shakespeare. And here, how Prospero was giving the speech of gratification to all the participants who had participated, like the spirits, who had participated in his great success of fulfilling his project. And finally, was ready to give up his magic. Here he is getting transitioned from a magician to a normal human. He never wanted to be within the further world of magical chasm or magical charms. Rather, he wanted to be to lead a life of a normal human. So what he says, ye elves of hills, brooks, standing lakes, and groups. Prospero, he is giving this speech. The most important speech here, it is considered to be the speech of gratification. Here is some reference of Ovid's Metamorphoses, which I shall be making you write later on, and is taken from Shakespeare's sources. Like there is further speech of gratification also. Here, Prospero is saying, what? You fairies of hills, you elves is fairies. You fairies of hills, brooks, standing lakes, brooks, streams, standing lakes, and trees. Ye that on the sands with printless foot, who chase the sea tide, who chase the sea tide without making any impression on the sand, who chase the sea tide without making any impression on the sand. You small sized fairies, do chase the ebbing Neptune. Neptune is here sea tide. And do fly them when he comes back. Do fly him. You move away back from the sea tide when the Neptune comes back, in the sense when the sea tide comes back. You demi puppets that by moonshine do the green star ringlets make. Here, These demi puppets are considered to be the doll like creatures. These demi like puppets are considered to be the doll like creatures or the small sized fairies. What he says that you small sized fairies that by moonshine, during the moonshine or when the moon lights, during the moonshine or when the moon lights, do the green star ringlets make, do the green star ringlets make, in the sense they make the circles of coarse grass in the field. They make the circles of coarse grass in the field, which whereof the awe not bites, which sheep cannot bite, which sheep cannot bite, and whose pastime is to make the midnight mushrooms. Whose pastime is, whose hobby is to make the mushrooms at midnight, is to make the mushrooms at midnight, that rejoice to hear solemn curfew. You are happy when the night have dimmed the light of the midday sun. Meaning to say, you are happy when there is calm and silent night. You are happy when there is calm and silent night, to hear the solemn curfew, by whose aid, weak master though ye be, by whose aid, with your help, by whose aid, with your help, though weak master though ye be, no doubt you are the weaker masters, no doubt you are the weaker agents, but without your help, my tempest would not have been possible. Without your help, my tempest would not have been possible. I have bedimmed the noontide sun. With your help, I have bedimmed the noontide sun. I have lessened down the brightness of the sun. I have lessened down the brightness of the sun. I am repeating, ye elves of hills, brooks, standing lakes, and groves. This speech is the famous speech of Prospero and is termed to be the speech of gratification. Here we find the glimpse of Shakespeare also when he is gratifying everyone who had participated in his success. As we all know that this play is one of the few last plays of Shakespeare and is shunning up his career ahead. In the same manner, Prospero is also shunning up his magical powers ahead. Ye elves of hills, you fairies of hills, brooks, streams, standing lakes and groves, and ye that on the sand with printless food, you that chase the Neptune, you that chase the Neptune without making any impression, without making any impression of the foot. Do chase the Neptune, and when it reverts back, you fly away from him. You demi puppets, you small fairy like creatures, you small doll like creatures, that by moonshine do the green star ringlets make, that during the moonlight you make the circles of coarse grass in the field. You make the circles around the coarse grass which the or not bite, which is not easy, which is not easy for the sheep to eat. And whose pastime is to make the midnight mushrooms, whose pastime, whose favorite hobby is to make the midnight mushroom, that rejoice to hear the solemn curfew. You simply enjoy when the sun is away. You simply enjoy when the midday sun has bedimmed itself, by whose aid, weak masters though ye be, with your help. I was really successful in creating the tempest, With your help, I was successful in creating the tempest. I have bedimmed the noontide sun. With your help, I have lessened down the glory of the sun. With your help, I have lessened down the glory of the sun. Forth the mutinous winds, forth the tempest. Mutinous winds created the tempest. Mutinous winds created the tempest, and twixt the green sea and the azure vault, twixt the green sea, amidst caused a strife. Twixt is caused a strife between the sea and the blue sky, between the green sea and the azure vault, the blue sky. I have caused the strife between the green sea and the blue sky, to the dread rattling thunder, to the dread rattling thunder, thereby giving way to the terrible fires, the terrible thunders, thereby giving way in the form of terrible fires to terrible thunders, thereby giving way in the form of terrible fires to terrible thunders. मतलब बहुत ज्यादा thunderous sound होती थी, तुम्हारी ही मदद से मैं उसमें और ज्यादा fire को add कर पाता था. I have a split. Here I have given fire and rifted. Rifted is a split. Rifted is a split. Rifted the Jove's stout oak. Rifted the stout oak of Jove with his own bolt, with his own thunder. With his own bolt, with his own thunder. The strong based promontory have I made shake. What is the strong based promontory? The earth. Earth is the strong based promontory. I shook the earth. Have I made shaken by the spurs, plucked up the pine and cedar? By the spurs, that is by the roots. By the roots, I plucked out the pine as well as the cedar trees. By the roots, I have plucked out the pine and cedar tree. At my command, graves have waked their sleepers. At my command, graves have yielded up their dead. At my command, graves have yielded up their dead, and oh, let him forth by my so potent art. And it was all because of the potent art. It was all because of my magic that has been so violent. But this rough magic I here observe. Underline this line. But I am ready to give up this magic of mine. But I am ready to give up this magic of mine. And when I have required some heavenly music, which even now I do. Underline this line and mark it as the concluding line to the answer of music. Mark it as the concluding line to the answer of music. He says that I have made the last demand upon my art in the form of music too. I desire upon the senses, which even now I do, which even now I require, to work mine end upon their senses in order to desire upon the senses. That this airy charm is for. I employ this airy charm. I utilize this airy music. I utilize this airy charm. I utilize this music in order to deviate the senses. In order to deviate the senses. The last two lines again important. Ending of the character of Prospero in the form of magician. The concluding lines. I here break my staff, bury it certain fathoms in the earth. Prospero is now ready to break his staff and is ready to bury it several fathoms deep in the earth and sink my book even more deeper. Sink my book even more deeper. Did ever plummet sound, I'll drown my book, where the plummet also can never reach. What is plummet now? plummet that measures the depth of the sea. So here he says that I will be drowning deep my book to that an extent that even the plummet shan't be able to measure it where it had gone. Here he says further, he says that because of you weaker agents, because of you weaker agents, I have dimmed the light of the sun. I have dimmed the light of the sun and created the tempestuous winds, and twixt the green sea and azure vault, I have created the war between the sea as well as the sky. Set roaring war, provided more fire to the thunderstorms, to the dread rattling thunder. I have given fire and rifted the Jove's stout oak. I have broken the stout oak of Jove with his own thunder. And the strong based promontory, I also shook the earth. Have I made shaken by the spurs, plucked up the pine and cedars. I plucked out the roots of pine and cedar. Graves at my command have waked their sleepers. Listening to my command, even the dead bodies have yielded out their dead. Listening to my commands, the dead bodies have yielded out their dead because of this potent magic of mine. But this rough magic, here underline this line, rough magic, very, very, very important word. The question comes from magic, the magical art of Prospero. We have to write that like agar question comes in such a manner, discuss as to what was Prospero, what can be or what could be Prospero without his magical charms. So you have to begin there by giving the intro to the play, a bit of character sketch to the play. This speech will come as to without magic he would have been nothing, because this tempest, this revenge, this reconciliation followed because of the music, because of the magic only. Here, Prospero himself called dismisses. He also dismisses the use of magic. He also concluded his magic, thereby acknowledging it to be a rough one. What he says, he rejected the idea of using tricks. But still, he says that without the help of without the help of magic, this success would not have been possible. So, but this rough magica here Abjur and is ready to now give up. His story here ahead goes for the transition of Prospero from a magician to a normal man. And when I have required some heavenly music, which even now I do, he says that I also utilize the heavenly music, and even I do require the same to work mine end upon their senses, to create the airy charm upon the senses of the people, and was ready to break his staff and to deep drown his book. Even the plummet shall not reach over there.